Coach Grimm, who is an ex-pro hockey referee. And I believe I'm just paraphrasing this one. I think the email was a little longer, but the gist of it was, should you make multiple social media accounts for each niche or put them all under one account? And his examples were his personal fitness journey as a dad, and then having a brand account with high performance related content.
No, same account.
And we'll even go broader with this question because it's one that we often get in the mentorship. And when people are just starting their online coaching business is, should I start a new social media handle for my business, or should I use my current personal, whatever it is, Instagram handle, Facebook page, etc.?
Yeah, same account. No, I mean, it's hard enough to post on one, never mind multiple. It's hard enough to grow one, never mind multiple. And the reality is a lot of people think that they want to separate their business from their personal life or their personal journey. And if you want to not share anything about your personal life or your personal journey, then that's fine. But make one account that doesn't include your personal life or your personal journey. Whereas what I think is more important is if you think you want one account for your personal life and another account for not your personal life, your personal journey in fitness, you're completely misunderstanding one of the most important parts of why people want to work with you, which is you. And sort of like what you were just talking about, Mike, where some people will like you and not someone else, and you could have the exact same information, or the other person might have better information, but they just feel close to you. They resonate with you. Your personal journey now more than ever is incredibly important and a very important part of your content and your education. When there were only like men's health and women's health and men's fitness and women's fitness, and there were these big companies, that stuff wasn't as important because they were just big companies and people just bought from the big brand names. Now, people buy from individuals. They buy from the person that they see, that they like, that they want to support. They buy from the mother that they resonate with. They buy from the father that they resonate with. They buy from the guy or woman in the gym that they resonate with. Yes, their information and knowledge matters, but their personality and their personal life also matters, I would say equally, if not maybe even more. I think now more than ever, I think someone resonating with you as an individual, you know what? It's not even a question. Someone resonating with you as an individual is more important than your knowledge, which in some ways isn't a good thing, but it's just the truth. So don't separate them. Have it all on one account and post both.
Yeah, nailed it. Especially Coach Grimm, because both of the things that you're talking about are somewhat closely related. Fitness journey as a dad and high performance related account or high performance related content. So they go hand in hand, and they don't even necessarily have to. Meaning, Gary's interested in the Jets, he talks about the Jets in like 1% or 2% of his content, and it's a nice little thing that people know about him and know that he's interested in, know that he's passionate about, and like football fans can relate and have that conversation with him. Like, yeah, people are going to hire you for who you are as a person, and so showing who you are as a person in your content is going to be good for business.
You want to know? I don't think I've ever told anyone this. I definitely haven't told you this, Mike. I think you'll find this story interesting. A lot of people they don't know what to talk about, especially if it's personal stuff, maybe outside of their like own fitness journey, which is very important to share, but just personal stuff. Be like, well, what do I say? What do I do? Well, number one, I think just simply just show what you're doing. But if you know how I have like the cheat sheet for getting over writer's block, just write about whatever like pisses you off. So I used to do something. I don't know why I used to do this. I did this when I was a kid. I used to do this in the car when my mom was driving me and potentially my brother to like some type of an event or a party where I didn't want to go, but like there were going to be people there, and I wanted to get myself in a mental place to like speak with people and be energetic, like where I didn't want to go. So for whatever reason, when I was a kid, I would just, how do I get in like a really good mental place? I'm just going to start thinking of things that I love and thinking of things that I hate. And then saying it out loud, like, do you know what I love? Like, I love, or like, you know what I hate? Like, and I remember being like, when I was a kid, I loved the smell of exhaust. I was like, you know what I love? Just love the smell of exhaust. Like, and like, did you ever like that smell when you were a kid? It's weird, right? So, and I would just start thinking of random things that I either loved or that I hated. And I'd get really passionate about those things. And I would just try and quickly come up with them. And the reason I say this is because if you don't know what to say, just like think of something that you love or you hate and just talk about it. And the one thing that comes to mind is in the mentorship, Ben Cure, like he just goes on his social media. He's like, I fucking hate soup. Soup isn't a real food. Soup sucks. And he's like, and people are like, wait, is it not healthy? He's like, no, it's totally healthy. It's just like, but soup sucks. I don't eat soup. Fuck soup. And it's just funny because it brings out things that a little bit more about you in a relatively effortless way that often people will find endearing, or and then I guarantee Ben probably gets messages about soup all the time. And it's a huge inside joke with his audience. And so it could be something you hate, could be something you love. Could be a sports team, like Susan. It was funny. Susan was on my podcast yesterday, and like I asked her, what's a big pet peeve or something, and she just said, "Fuck the Cowboys," the Dallas Cowboys. Like the first thing that came to her mind. And I think there's something about, or Susan and her cats in general, but Fred specifically. Like she posts about Fred, posting about things you love or things about you hate. Is a very easy way just for people to get to know you better. And if you're not sure how to show more of yourself, just talk about that stuff. And it shouldn't make up a huge part of your content, but just a little bit. And it's enough for people to, all right, I'm getting to know you a little bit. That's interesting about you. These like endearing little things that you love or you hate, that things that you'll notice in your boyfriends or girlfriends, husbands or wives, whatever it is, or your family members, little things that you just find endearing about them, that based on things that they love or they hate, or little quirks that they have. These are things that often draw us to people.
I like that. That's good. That's a nice practical piece of advice.
Just made it up right there.
Well, and learning about the inner workings of Jordan prior to the age of 22 are hilarious to me. I used to call random numbers on road trips and try and make them like me.